Hello my friends, my name is Nin. This class is brought to you from a beautiful balcony in Barcelona. This class is specifically for pelvic pain. Now this could be brought on either by premenstrual tension, menstrual tension, you might be receiving fertility treatments or endometriosis. Or it might be for none of the reasons above and you just need something nourishing and relaxing. This class will be slow and extremely nourishing for the pelvic area. So if that sounds good to you, get down onto your mat and let's get started. Start lying down on the mat with your knees bent and putting your index fingers on your pubic bone, your thumbs together on your pelvis, lying with the soles of your feet on the mat and your knees bent. Focus on your breathing. And breathe in to that pain you might feel in your pelvic area. And start to move your knee, your right knee out to the right, and then bring it in, and then moving your left knee, tilting the foot slightly, and then bring it back to center, and repeat this 5 times. Just get yourself moving gently into this practice. Once you're done, take your hands just above, behind your knees, and hug your knees in towards your chest. And then bringing your knees away from your chest, but keeping your hands there. Just begin to move on your lower back. Feeling that sensation, and then move your knees in a circular direction, clockwise, and once you've done this 5 times, move in the opposite direction. Just feeling yourself melt into the mat. Once you're done, straighten up the left leg and keep your right knee hugged in, and then let your right knee collapse out towards the left hand side of the mat, maybe holding it with your left hand and bringing your right arm out to the side, and look out over your right shoulder as we take a twisted roots pose. Breathing in to your back here and your lower back, which is essential for supporting the pelvic area. Once you're done here, come back to center, hug your knees into your chest, then straighten out your right leg and let your left knee drop out to the right hand side, taking hold of your left knee with your right hand and having your left arm out to the side and looking over your left shoulder. Good. Just breathing into this gentle sequence. Come back to center now and placing the soles of your feet down onto the mat. Bringing the soles of your feet now together and let your knees drop out to the side as we take a Baddha Konasana, a butterfly pose. If you need blocks to support your knees, please do so. And let your hands come over your head. And breathe in here. In this pose, we're obviously very vulnerable, opening up our pelvic area. If you like, bringing your index finger down to your pubic bone and just creating that diamond shape on your pelvis. As you get used to this pose, you might begin to relax a little bit more into it and feel yourself sinking and your pelvis opening up. Take 2 more breaths here, breathing in, visualizing the breath as though it's healing any pain you might be feeling. And then once you're done, bringing your knees into your chest, we'll take a happy baby pose. So letting your knees drop out towards your armpits and straightening up your calves, grabbing hold of the feet either side and feel this deep pose opening up your hips. Maybe, if you can today, you'll be able to rock from side to side, which is very nurturing for your lower back and again an area which can feel a lot of pain as a result of the pelvis. Breathing in, just feeling your knees coming further towards your armpits here. Once you're done, releasing the feet. Bring the soles of the feet down towards the mat and we'll take a bridge pose. From here, vertebra by vertebra, lifting your back off the mat, pressing down into the soles of your feet, checking that your feet are about hip width apart and having the arms either side of you, pressing down there. And begin to lift up your right heel off the mat, keeping the right foot on the mat, keeping the right toe on the mat. And repeat this by bringing your right heel down again, and just repeat that move 3 times. Lifting, and you might find it's easier to put the weight into your left foot during this. Once you're done, change sides, lifting up your left heel, keeping the left toes on the mat, and doing this 3 times. Once you're done, lower your pelvis down to the mat, but start by rolling vertebra by vertebra back down onto the mat, and release this pose. And that pose was really good for getting the blood towards the pelvic area. And now come up to seated on your mat into a saddle pose, bringing now your legs out in front of you, flexing your feet. Inhale up to the sky, interlace the hands, stretching out through the arms, and then leaning over, bringing your forehead towards your knees, bringing your hands down towards the mat. And you can stay here in a ragdoll type pose. Or you can come forward and wrap your hands around your feet. Good. And then slowly and mindfully with your breath, come up to a seated position. Noticing how your body now feels. If it's in pain, we tend to hunch up. So this stretching of your legs and pelvis has been very helpful to try and reverse the effects of any tension. Now keeping your right leg straight, bring the left foot towards your right thigh and we'll come into a half butterfly pose. If this feels enough, then just do that. Or you might be able to bring your forehead towards your shin. If you have a block or a blanket nearby, you might want to use these underneath your right knee. From here, coming back up, and we'll swap the legs round. So bringing your right foot towards your left thigh and lean over forward. Breathing in here, this is an amazing stretch for the hamstrings, which is an area that can often clench. And now we'll come into our final pose, dragonfly pose. Now this is quite an intense stretch, so I advise you put your hands behind the seat and bring your legs out to the side as wide as you can, opening up the pelvis. Try to flex your feet here, but if you need to bend your knees and have blocks underneath your knees, then feel free to do so. Opening up the chest here, looking up to the sky. If this feels accessible, you might want to bring your hands in front of you and walk forward, bringing your forehead towards the ground. And again, if you need a block here to help support you, then please do so. And this pose is a deep pelvis opener. So just breathing in, and if it becomes too much, just slightly come out of this pose and find what feels good for you today. Keeping your feet flexed if you can. We've only got a few more breaths here. And once you're done, just walking up, back into a seated position. Bend your knees and rock them from side to side here, just to counter the effects of that deep and beautiful stretch in your pelvis. And to finish off this practice, come into a wide-legged child's pose. So opening your knees to the side of the mat, bring your forehead down, and we'll just breathe here to end our practice. Notice how your body feels and don't push it today. Just be gentle and nurturing with it and honour what it's trying to tell you. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.